If you caught my last video on this fun Shamrock Coaster, then you'll know I had promised to show you something kind of cool in order to create possibly a pot holder using the same exact pattern and the same exact weight yarn, but not needing to change the instructions. So here is how we would do that. I love these for a coaster. It works great for the perfect size, but to do something bigger without having to change colors, because what if you wanted them to match, you can simply take your yarn, and here I have a Briana Handicrafter. It's still a medium weight worsted yarn, just a 4, and we are going to go ahead and turn it into a bulky yarn using a little bit of magic. I'll be using an L Furls Odyssey hook, so we are going with a bulkier hook. We want to make sure that it matches what we're doing. And then we're going to take our yarn and we are going to lay it out in front of us in the shape of an S. Now we want to give ourselves as much room as possible on this first one, because sometimes I'll start with a smaller S like this, but for this, since we're using needing a little bit more room to do that magic circle at the beginning of the pattern, we're going to stretch it out to be a little bit longer. We'll go ahead and we'll pinch down, and then we will work this as if it were one strand. So pretend that these 3 strands of yarn are magically stuck together, and they will be worked as one strand. So we go ahead and we will start our magic circle, place our hook in, and you're going to find pretty quick that you will run out of yarn that's bulky. So for our first steps, we will chain 3. But notice right here, I'm already, oh my gosh, I'm already starting to run out of yarn. So what we do is we take our fingers through this loop, this special little loop here, and we grab the working yarn to the ball of yarn, and we pull it through. And as we pull it through, it's going to create more bulky yarn for us. It's super fun to do. So this way now we have more bulky yarn to work with, and every single time you get close to your hook and the bulky yarn is running out, you will simply grab through that loop, pull your working yarn through, and then you have more bulky yarn to work with. You can pull it through as long as you want, that you're comfortable with, to not get too many tangles. And then we will simply continue to work inside our magic circle just as the pattern calls for. So there's really no need to change the pattern or resize the pattern. It's kind of a quick cheat sheet way to get around redesigning something but having it in a bulky yarn, because normally to do this you definitely would need to resize it. But this trick is so nice to be able to use the same pattern and create a different look. And you can see these stitches already are so much larger than the stitches in here. And all I need to do now is do the 4 rounds as the pattern calls for and create a pot holder. So stay tuned to this to see the final, and do it on your own too. Like, it's the same pattern. If you've already done it as a coaster, you already know how, and it's super fun to go ahead and make something a bit larger and functional for your home decor. Thank goodness for time lapse, right? You didn't have to watch me crochet this whole thing again because I already did it in that worsted weight. But this is how it turned out, and I am completely pleased with this. It was so much fun. I decided to do just a simple chain for the handle because then it can hang in my kitchen, but it still looks really cute as this cute 4-leaf clover pot holder. And you really could use this for anything. Here in Florida, I have this really big, beautiful water vase that will ruin whatever surface it's on if it's not on something. So I thought that would be cute for that. I can simply put my vase on here and not worry about my table. So it's a great piece of either home decor, or since it's cotton, to use in your kitchen for anything hot that's coming out of the oven. You can simply place it on top. So I really hope you try this. The method of using a worsted weight to a bulky yarn worked great. Once again, I really loved it. I didn't change any of the stitches other than the stem. Everything's still the same as these cute little coasters are, but now we can see it in a different variety and make the same pattern useful for another item. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you try it because it's always worth exploring something new.